Hello, my name is Alec. I spent my childhood on my parents' farm and since have made a career of aircraft engineering, initially training within the Army, where I had the opportunity to work in the Far East and Europe. On becoming a civilian, I ventured down to the Antarctic, being responsible for the maintenance of the British Antarctic Survey aircraft.
Hi, my name is Jan. My career has also involved travel. I trained as a nurse and midwife in the army, and whilst serving in Germany, I met Alec. It was love at first sight, and he swept me off my feet. 2 years later, we were married. During Alec's time in Antarctica, I went to the Northern Hemisphere, nursing in Canada. We were reunited in the Middle East in Oman, where we both worked at our own professions and used every opportunity to meet with the people.
You will have noticed we had a common love of travel, and it was a desire to visit other countries and spend more time in exploring how other people lived, that we set off together on the journey of a lifetime. In 14 months, we were to travel 40,000 miles through 29 countries in Europe, Africa, and Asia. Our mode of transport was a converted Land Rover in which we drove, slept, cooked, washed, and so on. The conditions were often cramped, hot, sticky, dirty, just plain uncomfortable, but exciting. The Sahara Desert was a challenging area to travel through. Loaded with 75 gallons of fuel, 20 gallons of water, and a supply of dried food, we set off across the vast wilderness.
How amazed we were to find people living in the middle of nowhere, with no visible means of life support. They often flagged us down for fresh water. Life is very basic in the desert. Having water is like carrying gold, so precious. Camels were to be seen in small herds. We're still convinced they eat sand. The desert. Tranquility.
We marvelled at the Tuareg's stamina and resistance to survive in such an arid land where the sun burned down so fiercely.
Contrastingly, Agadez in Niger, a small trading town, was noisy, bustling, colourful, full of interesting smells.
Our journey continued through Cameroon, where we became so conscious of the colour, chatter, music and dance, of the variety of Africans as they gathered together.
As we drove further south in Cameroon, we were to see a great change of vegetation and climate as we entered the hot, humid rainforest.
Delicious mangoes were being harvested as we drove through Togo. We continued to be fascinated by the distinctive tribes of Africa. Arriving in Tunisia, we crossed the Mediterranean to Sicily.
From Turkey through Iran to Afghanistan, another highlight of our trip as we crossed the land from Herat to Kabul. Moving on to Pakistan. And so we finally reached India.